Alright, let's get the script up, because I don't know if I could do this without one. So, let's see. I love listening to Smash speculation. I wanted to give my thoughts, yada yada, on to the last two characters. Now, this video is going to be dedicated on what if... God, can I write an actual script properly without... Ugh. There's no editing at all in this script. What was I doing? The previous three have all been third party reps. Yep, that was Joker, Hero, and Banjo-Kazooie. So yeah, the next two are most likely going to be as well. However, this video is going to explore a concept where if the last two are going to be Nintendo IPs, and I'm going to throw around a few names and games that they're most likely come from. As to who they could be, this scenario could be a lot of people. Yeah. See the script. What was I doing with the script? As a lot of people have already gotten the pass by now. Yeah, that's another point. I should have just done bullet points. I think this meant to be bullet points. I've already gotten past by giving some strong characters. So basically, what I was saying here at this point was that I think the reason for the first three characters was to get people to buy the pass and to hook them, and that because of this, they could then throw whatever they wanted in the next two slots, because people have already bought the pass, and so it doesn't really matter who they throw at the end. So it could be due to advertisement reasons at this point, and then if they did do this scenario, I'd imagine they'd throw another season pass or give you an extra character, because I doubt they would end it like that with just two Nintendo characters. But this is just exploring that concept. Let's see, what else did I say in this script? Anyway, my argument is, yeah, people have already gotten the pass. They didn't have to choose top favourite. This is why I like to go off script a lot, because it just feels more natural. Although it's easier to get my thoughts onto paper when writing beforehand. Anyway, in this scenario, yeah, so I've actually done some bullet points here for once. God, I hope this audio is turning out alright. I should make some tea whilst doing this. It really calms the nerves. Well, not nerves, but I don't know. I think I overspeak, and I ramble. I'm good at rambling. I'm rambling about how I'm rambling. Anyway, so the first game is probably going to be Three Houses, so Fire Emblem rep. This is probably because that there's a new one on the horizon. Sure, it would have made more sense to make the hero here, swap out the hero and have the character released alongside it. However, if you look back at Smash 4, Corrin was released in February when that game in Japan, what was it, Fire Emblem If was released in Japan in about, I believe it was May or June. So there was still a good 8 months between them, so I still think it's kind of possible. Less likely now that obviously there's more third parties in the pass than before. The next next series I'm going to pick is Legend of Zelda, because that has been represented enough. We have 3 links. Let's go to the script, because if I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, basically, even though we have 6 reps, half of them are linked, and I still feel like we should get another Zelda character. And my reasoning for advertisement was maybe they could choose a champion like Mipha, or to advertise the next Breath of the Wild game, and because the first Breath of the Wild game was pretty successful too, that could work. Maybe it doesn't even necessarily need to be a champion. I would be up for any other character as long as they're just from Zelda, because Zelda has some really interesting characters and they just keep reusing Link. With that said, I'd love it if they chose Wolf Link. But at least it'd be a bit more different than the other Links. Anyway, next series would probably be Pokemon. The only Pokemon I would find acceptable to add at this point is Decidueye, because he got shafted when it came to this game. Everyone wanted him in, and it was just they chose Incineroar in the end, which still was a pretty cool character. But the only other character from Pokemon I'd ever want would be Decidueye. We need a grass rep, so maybe they'll choose one from Gen 8 to advertise that, and it would coincide with a lot of the releases dates and stuff like that. But personally, I'd choose Decidueye. I don't know too much about the new Pokemon. I suppose Grookey has also been tossed around. The next series I'm going to choose is Animal Crossing, because that's got a game coming out in March. February would be just a month before you could release an Animal Crossing character. It could be possible. I also want to mention, as I go on, these are getting less likely. So I think Fire Emblem is the most likely out of all of these, and I've just knocked my headset. Yes. this is where editing would be very nice, but I'm too lazy to edit videos. But yeah, the only character that makes sense from Animal Crossing would be Tom Nook. And you can make Isabelle work, you can make the villager work, I suppose you can make Tom Nook work. Would I want him as a character? I think it'd be pretty cool. I do like Animal Crossing. But as a final character for the past, probably not happening. I just thought I'd throw it out there. Then the next two, I'm not even sure if one of these is even a first party IP, but I'm going to throw it at the end anyway, just in case. So this one's Metroid, so Silux, and there was a leak going around talking about how Edelgard and Silux would get in. I still think both of them are really likely, considering my theory I stated earlier. Silux could be pretty interesting as he's a bounty hunter. Don't know too much about the character, I don't know too much about Metroid. I've never played the Prime trilogy. I know he's not in them, I know he's in a game called Hunters, but still, I still think it'd be pretty interesting to have some sort of like bounty hunter besides Samus that has some sort of electric charging kit. I don't know, but it would also make the past very varied as well, considering we've got a cartoon bear, a thief, and like a swordsman. Having a bounty hunter sci-fi character would kind of work, kind of give a bit more variety to the past. I think the final character or series I want to mention would be Yokai. I don't know if that's second party or first, but I think that I'm kind of surprised with how exclusive, because they're kind of like I don't want to say a knockoff brand of Pokemon, but they kind of feel like a different version, or how do I put it? Then I mean I feel like it wouldn't be fair to call them a knockoff Pokemon because it is its own thing. But I'm just surprised that it hasn't been advertised at all in Smash, or at least with one character. Don't know if it's not possible to have a character in Smash, but if you can make a plant work, I suppose anything can work, really. But yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't been a thing. If they were going to focus on advertising unrepresented IP, I think that they own, this would be up there, I'd imagine. Especially considering I believe 4 is coming out this year, and I heard that they're porting the first one. You know, I see this as quite likely, considering how popular it is in Japan as well. I'm pretty sure that we're going to get another Nintendo character. I don't know if it'll be at the end of this pass. I'm like 35% sure we'll get another Nintendo character, but it's probably very likely we're going to get full-on third parties, and I'm going to be discussing in a later video which characters I'll be thinking are full-on that you're probably going to get as a third-party pass. I don't think it'll be from Bandai, but I suppose I'll save that from the video later. So let's see, did I mention anything else in the script? Yeah, talked about the leak. I'd say, yeah, a good variety of characters if that leak was true. Yeah, I kind of really went off the script, even though I spent about 800 words writing it up, and then just ditching it later on. This is why I should just bullet point my ideas. But yeah, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, I'll continue doing more Smash videos, because I like listening to Smash videos, and I think there should be more content on it. Well, there is pretty good content on it. See, I'm just going to end the video before I ramble even more.